Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego gift with purchase, VIP gift with purchase called the Vintage Camera. Now, this says it is set number 6392343. On the Lego website, it says this is set number 5006911. I'm not sure what the discrepancy is. I think it's because this is in the type of box that occasionally the promotional sets will be in, where it's just a basic box and then the instructions serve as the box art here, and that might be why there's a different number here, but it does have 179 pieces, which is true for both of them. And this was a gift with purchase, or maybe something that was available for VIP points. I got this from a store that you can buy and sell and trade Lego sets at. There are different locations of this store all over the country. I think most of them are kind of independently owned and operated. I'm not going to say the name of that store or that company at this point, but if you know, you'll know. And I paid $30 for this set. Now, I think you can get this on Bricklink for maybe 25 to 30-ish before shipping. When I was going to buy it, I was a little bit iffy on the price because it's only 179 pieces, but I did really want it, and I figured because I could grab it in the store and take it with me and I didn't have to worry about shipping and didn't have to worry about availability, it made sense to me. It is possible that this could be found for cheaper. I also really liked that this does have the VIP branding on here, because we are no longer in the Lego VIP era. We are into the Insiders, so it's another kind of special kind of piece of history there. But either way, in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so while we look at the build for this Lego VIP gift with purchase vintage camera set, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and then remind you that if you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like my other videos, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me a lot and I appreciate it, so thank you very much. And now back to the rest of the build for this Lego VIP GWP gift with purchase vintage camera set, and then onto my review for this set. Okay, so this is this Lego gift with purchase, maybe VIP promotional item for the vintage camera set. This is actually really great and was kind of a more interesting build than I thought it was going to be. There's some kind of interesting stuff that goes on in here, and overall it's just really fun. I recently did a video about the Walt Disney camera set, and I believe there's a Lego Ideas set that was approved for a camera, and I'm excited to look at that too. But from what we have here, this is pretty cool, and I'm not really sure where to start, but there's some interesting things here, and I certainly have thoughts about the value, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. So I'm not exactly sure what type of camera this is supposed to be as far as brand or year, make, model, whatever. I use different DSLR cameras for work and different stuff, but this is a film camera. I'm not super knowledgeable about film cameras for still photography, which I imagine this is for. I know a little bit about film cameras for motion pictures, like a Bolex or different cameras that I've used. So I'm not sure. If you know sort of what the camera this is modeled after, please leave it in the comments. But there's a lot of cool stuff to look at here. So just looking at the front, we have nice tiled out stuff here. Feels really finished. Have some modified plates with the bar going on there, or the handle there. I think those are supposed to be like loops for where a what's the word? The thing that you wear to hang it around your neck or something. The sort of, well, I don't know. I think those are loops or handles or something for that, for the string or for the whatever. We have a window pane piece here, which is I think kind of supposed to be for the viewfinder. We have different stuff up top. I believe this is the button to take a picture. It's red there and nice, and you know, it doesn't have any actuation or anything, but the way that this is built, it's just a flat rounded tile on kind of a domed rounded tile, and pressing it does give a kind of click. There is some nice kind of clickiness to some of these things, just the way that they're connected, which I think is good and appropriate, so that's really nice. I believe back here is supposed to be like the hole for the viewfinder where you might look through. Some of these other settings might be for exposure or for focal length or for shutter speed or something like that. It's pretty basic on the back. Use a lot of these inverted tiles here, which is nice, gives it a really nice finish, including like these parts on the bottom don't really bother me. So the top, again, we have some different dials. These can be kind of spun around. They are just all attached on one of the like Technic pins with the stud there, and that's same for all of these, which is nice, feels very good. At the side, we have nothing really over here. The front, again, we might have different dials or potentially a light for a flash. I'm assuming this is supposed to be a kind of setting, or maybe one of these is for a timer or something else. So we get some nice stuff, but really nice and finished. A lot of these rounded tiles here, which is very cool. We have the lens, which goes to the sensor here, and this one has a lens cap. So if we pop that off, it still feels very finished there, tiled out around here, which is nice. We do have a clear piece there to indicate kind of a lens, which is great. And then there's some other stuff. Over on this side, you can see we have a little bit of different build there, because we do have a feature that you can open this camera. So we have these hinges here, and this bit kind of there's some like hidden stuff in here. If you look at the bottom, you can see where one of the hinges is. You can see one of the pins. This hole is open. I believe this hole is for like a tripod to mount this camera, but we can open up the camera. So if we open it up like that, there is a roll of film in here, a little brick-built roll of film that actually fits in there. It doesn't have to be in there. And inside we can see more of the camera body, maybe what would be kind of the sensor and different stuff. This is also tiled out at the back. So this works with a couple like Technic pieces here, and it can pop open, and when it's closed, it's very, very seamless, and it actually has 2 studs that it connects to. And this made the build really interesting, because you first start building the back piece here, and then you build this top piece and attach it where the Technic brick is, and then you build this bottom piece where the Technic brick is. And at first I was like, wait, what are all the moving parts of this camera? Like, what is this really going to have? And I didn't know, because some cameras used to have like a manual crank thing. Maybe that was more for like disposable cameras or stuff, where you would like you would kind of like click it, and I didn't know if there was going to be something going on up here. But then when it's finished, you can see it really only studs together on these 2 bits here, and so it closes up nicely. It has a nice satisfying click. Opening it up has a nice sound, and the film reel here fits in very snugly right there, which is excellent. It's got a nice tile on the top of it. Let's see, so it just slides in there just perfectly. There's just enough space for it. Get that right in there. Close this up, no problem. So I think that's a really, really good detail. Overall, I think this is really great. There's good details. I think, you know, I like cameras. I like learning more about them. I don't know enough about them, but this feels pretty authentic to me. It feels size-wise like It's maybe a little bit small for some vintage cameras, but depending on what era exactly, this makes sense. But shooting on film at all is cool. And I don't know if the Ideas one is a Polaroid, which it may be, or if it's something else. And then obviously the Disney 100 is a motion picture camera, which is different altogether. But this is really nice. It feels good. It has good weight. It has good balance. It's nice. It's got good features, honestly, with just, you know, having the film reel in there, having, or the film canister, having the open back, having like good attention to detail with the like buttons, the knobs, the dials, the viewfinder, these loops for a strap or whatever, the lens and the lens cap. The color choices are well done, and yeah, the build was actually way more interesting than I thought it was going to be. To get kind of the consistent shape and the nice rounding around here, it just felt I thought this was going to be very, very basic, and it wasn't as basic as I thought it would be. So I really appreciate that. So I really liked putting this together, and it feels good in my hand here. So I really, really like that, and I can't wait for Lego to release a Polaroid if that's true that they're doing that, and maybe there will be other sort of camera sets in the future here. This one was kind of a VIP gift with purchase, maybe a promotional item, maybe something you could use your insider's points for, or VIP points when it was VIP, which is what the instructions have detailed on there. But I really, really think this is great. So I'm very, very pleased. Show the extra pieces. There's not a ton of them. So just your 1x1s, your studs, your tiles, a pin there, plates, and this kind of modified stud with the bar coming off of it. So basic stuff there. And this set is 179 pieces, and I paid $30 for this. I think $30-$35 is about what they go for the most part. I did get this in the aftermarket. I think this is retired. I think on Lego's website, or the Lego Group's site, they kind of list that. Even for some gift with purchases, they'll list sort of what they sort of value it, and I think this was in like the $22 to $25 to maybe up to $27 is what they were kind of putting this at, which feels like a lot for, you know, less than 200 pieces. And for me, the value was there for paying $30. I probably would have paid even a little bit more for this because it's kind of a specialized thing. It's kind of a collector's thing. It looks really, really nice, So, and I like cameras and the history of photography and stuff like that, and history of motion pictures in particular. So this made sense to me because I could walk out of a store with it in my hand, a sealed copy. This could be something that might not be terribly difficult to part out. You might be able to. In fact, many of these pieces are pretty common, so you might be able to look at the instructions and the inventory and the part list and be able to make this for cheaper. Now that I know that, you know, that's certainly something to consider, but I was certainly happy to get it, and for me it made sense at the value that I paid. So I really like this. I do think there is enough common pieces in here that if someone's watching, you might be able to just look at the instructions and put this together, either with, you know, pieces that are already in your collection, or ordering like a special order, because there's nothing too crazy. A lot of them are pretty common, so that actually might be the way to do it. I'm not sure what the price would come out to if you just bought all these parts individually. I don't imagine it would be too much, because it's pretty common stuff. So I hadn't really thought about that while I was building it, but now thinking about the value, that might be the way to go. Either way, I was pretty happy with this. I don't know how many points it was available for. I don't know when it was available. So if you know any of those things, or if you got this when it was officially available from the Lego Group, please leave it in the comments and let me know how you got this and when and everything else, because I'd love to read about that. But for me, this is an excellent set. It's well designed. I'm looking forward to other Lego cameras, potentially that Polaroid in the future. The value, I maybe overpaid a little bit. it made sense to me. I was in the store. It was something I had thought about getting for a long time, and finally I said, I'm going to get it, because I had thought about it for long enough that it felt like it made sense to me. So $30 for less than 200 pieces, it's a little bit rough. Nothing's too specialized, no prints, no stickers, but the end result here, the end model is very cool to me, and so I think it's really, really great, and I like it a lot. So very cool. If you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like, and if you like my other videos, please consider clicking the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more gift with purchases, more maybe ideas sets, or just tons of other stuff, and my promotional things, whatever, all different Lego sets from all different themes, all different shapes, sizes, price points, and piece counts, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming Lego videos. And if you want to support this channel, the best way to do that is over at the Sobrix Patreon, which you can find linked in the description, linked on my channel page, and it's patreon.com/Sobrix. Over there, you can join for as little as $2 a month. You get all access to all my videos early, before they're posted on YouTube. You get access to some exclusive videos of there for like some bigger sets like Ninjago City Gardens or the modular bookshelf, or different stuff like that. And I have some more stuff in the works over there for exclusive content. And you can get your name at the end of my videos as a thank you and a shout out. So every little bit helps, so maybe consider checking that out if you can or want to. It is appreciated, so thank you very much. And with all of that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.